Hey, good morning, everyone. Riley Foster, Foster's Custom Steel. Down in the little gallery this morning. Hadn't did a video in a couple of weeks. I've just been busy, and I'll give you some idea of what I've been doing. I made this lamp, I guess about a month ago, and I took it to the show out at the Come Out and Play art show, which ran 5 weekends. Really great show. Had a good time. Sold a lot of artwork. Sold a piece to the Pittsboro township, I guess, or city of Pittsboro. They're going to put it in one of their parks. Some stuff sold, some didn't. You know, that's the way art shows go. But I'm going to show you what I'm working on now for the Farrington show. This was one of the pieces that was out there. Love this desk. You see the little lights up underneath it there. There you go, little brass lights. They kind of light up the desktop. Little Anheuser-Busch end table. Like the little foot, well, I guess Bigfoot. I think it's about 24 inches long. That might be considered a Bigfoot. The lamp did not sell. You know what? That's okay. It looks pretty good on that red oak sawmill slab. It's just got everything going on. Now, I've showed some of these before. I'll get to some of the stuff I'm doing outside here shortly. I've got a lot of work going on. I tell people I have ADD, attention deficit disorder, and restless leg syndrome. My mother didn't call it restless leg syndrome. She called if you didn't sit still in that pew, she was going to whack you with a Bible. And she did. So I learned how to deal with it. I don't take medication for ADD. I keep multiple projects going. And you'll see in the shop, I mean multiple projects. If you've followed my channel at all, you know I got a lot going on. So back to the tables. Love this one. Well, this set. They are dark red dye and just mixed it in the epoxy real good and poured. I'm getting pretty good at those pours. You can see that finish. Really glossy finish. Yeah, so I'm going to take a lot of work to the Farrington Folk Art Show. And the reason being is I don't have an outlet right now. And this may come as a shock to some of you, but I've been going to the farmer's market for 36, 37 years. A couple of weeks ago, I gave them my notice that I'm no longer going to be a member at the farmer's market. I had a really good run there. It's been a long time coming to stop going to the market. It just wasn't producing. At one time, I was selling an enormous amount of artwork. I have flooded the area, and the people who go to that market now, they don't buy artwork. Well, excuse me, they don't buy my artwork. Maybe they're buying someone else's. So I don't know. And this is for my buddies that go to the market. Lewis Graham, John Soner, and Howard McAdams, and Pat Mulkey, and you guys. I'll come by and see you occasionally, but I've got plenty to keep me busy. I wish you the best at the market. Those guys are all farmers and they sell good there. It's just, I didn't. And it got down, I was just holding on because I hated to give up my space of that many years, and that's no reason to hold on. So now that that's said and done and out of the way, I'm going to do 2, maybe 3 shows a year, and I'm going to show here at my little gallery in Mebane. So you can contact me I'm easy to get a hold of. You can go online and look at Riley Foster or Foster's Custom Steel. I'm easy to find. So this is a kind of a preview of what I'm going to be taking. I did all of these really cool outside tables. Yeah, there's going to be a bunch more. So these are Sportster, Harley-Davidson Sportster exhaust pipes. Doug Westbrook, guy that owns a Harley-Davidson shop here in Mebane, he gets a big pile of stuff and dumps it off here, and he very much appreciated. Doug, if you get a chance to watch this video, thank you so much. I will use these. There's your label. When I can, I try to make sure the label is facing up so people can see what it is, but not all, it doesn't work that way all the time. So these are about 20 inches tall. Really great outside tables. I've got several more going on inside. I'll go in and show you that shortly. But this is the gallery. I'm gonna step outside, and I've really been busy out there. When that wind vane right there isn't turning, there is no air. It is dead still out here. So I took this guy to the Come Out and Play art show, and he was the peddler, and he did not pedal. I rushed it, and he had too much resistance. I tried multiple blades, so I completely switched him around. He's now a rider instead of a peddler. I'm gonna right on the rudder back there, I'm gonna put the word taxi, because he's got a bug on there and a little guy, and he's gonna be a taxi. His blades now turn very free, and he moves really great in the wind. I have done peddlers before. This one was just too big, and the blades were going to be 4 foot in diameter, and I didn't want to put it on a tower. So anyway, he is now a rider. He's really cool. His little lamp up there works. In the night it'll turn on and shine the way. I really like him, like how he turned out. Hopefully someone will pick him up at the Farrington show. And he also, every little rodent needs a tail, right? Yeah. So, excuse me. I'm gonna put, like I said, I'm gonna put the word taxi on there. Probably cut it out of copper or some kind of nice material and just put taxi on both sides. So I'm gonna start right over here. Years ago, I wanted to clean this bank off. I had no means of doing it. And then I got a little mini excavator and a tractor. So I cleaned this bank off. And if you look back on my previous videos, this bank raised up about 3 foot here and went straight back. And it was just too steep to mow. It kept saplings on it. It looked that thick. You could not get in there. You couldn't use it for a display. So I went to work and I cleared the whole bank off really good. Had a guy come down and help me beat the brush back and clear it off a little bit. So now I've got a nice place for display. We put in some azaleas. So this is one of the things I've been doing. And again, if we had a breeze at all this morning, October 30th, it is t-shirt weather out here. It's absolutely beautiful. I guess about 7:30 in the morning. No, maybe 8 o'clock now. Hard to keep track. I got down in the shop about 6 this morning and started working. And I realized I hadn't done a video in a while. So the whirligig in the back, I'm going to put it back up here. I mean, that was the concrete block that was on the post I had to dig up out of the ground with that little excavator. And yeah, it moved that. That's probably, I think, about 4 or 5 bags of concrete, 80-pound bags. So that's 400 pounds. And it picked it up and set it over there to the side. So I would not want to have tried to dig this with pick and shovel, not even in my younger years. So I surely don't want to do it now. That, as you can see, is a mailbox. He's kind of a prehistoric ostrich, or yeah, maybe a dinosaur. I've got one of these guys left. I sold one at the show. Love the little whirligigs. I'm gonna try to take a bunch of those. Yeah, again, they move so soft, but there is absolutely no air whatsoever. I mean, it is just dead still out here. Again, I tell people, if that guy isn't moving, I mean, the flag isn't even, not even a slight movement. I feel sorry for all those people going out to work. Hey, well, again, I've walked to work for 28 years now. I love every minute of it. So This guy lights up at night, and I've got it set on right now. It changes colors. I'm going to set it on just regular white light because I like that a little bit better. Put some beautiful azaleas in, and you can see all down through there now. It turned out great. I've skinned that ground back, and I've sown some grass for the winter time just for ground cover and keeping it moist so that it'll eventually pop up, and we're starting to get a little bit of greenery down in the ditch. But it'll come up in a week or so and just be a nice grassy area for the winter time. And then I'm thinking about just putting a bunch of wildflowers. I encourage wild onions, dandelion, crabgrass. I don't care as long as it's green and holds the dirt back. So it does not matter to me. So yeah, I think skinning this bank off right here really gave me a nice display. And so this is going to be part of my outside gallery. You've seen the inside, the little gallery. And all down in the woods where we do our cookouts and stuff, I'm going to do artwork down in there. And when people want to come out and buy stuff off the driveway or out of the gallery, great. You've got 2010 Mill Creek Road in Mebane, North Carolina. And speaking of, reach down there and give me a thumbs. If you've lasted this long, reach down there and give me a thumbs up and like and share. Tell me where you're from. I ain't gonna send you anything. I don't want your address. Let me know where you're from. Some guy contacted me. He's from Pakistan. One guy from South Africa. That was pretty cool. And of course, my local buddies around here, they kind of give me a tag and let me know where they're from. So I'm going to step inside here. Thought I'd go ahead and get this guy also. Yeah, that is a brass serving tray for his rudder. It has a big brass. I'm going to use it as a flower pot. I drilled a hole in it, so if somebody wants to put something in there, they can. And again, all of these guys move so freely. It's just there is absolutely no movement out here as far as the wind goes. I've got one more down here. I just finished this guy, and I've got to get it to where he's heavy. And these little cups, they don't want to turn him properly. So what I wanted was that. Yeah, that's what I want. I like the look, kind of cool. The only problem is those little cups do not want to pick up enough air unless it's a hurricane or a tornado, and we don't want that. So again, guys, give me a thumbs up down there, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and comment. Tell me where you're from, all the good stuff. All right, I got these guys hanging from the ceiling. I'll walk around and let you get a good idea of what's going on. Yeah, I love the movement. And again, when I was doing the show out in Pittsburgh, there was a guy out there that did mobiles. I liked his work. He just used the little round steel discs and wire. Well, I kind of wanted to do some Alexander Calder style mobiles. And right now, these small ones, this one is about 4 foot, maybe 3 foot across. And I did some flat ones. And I've shown some of these, but I really like the movement. Those are transmission bands, little teacup or tea-top off of a little server milk creamer or something. So again, I'm using a lot of found materials in the shop. They move really good. Love the colors, just having some fun. I'm practicing, and believe me, you need to practice, because this stuff, getting these not only just to balance, but to find which ones you want to use and what you can use. So I'm practicing with these because it's a lot easier to correct a oops. Those are bicycle reflectors. I think pretty cool. And you can see I got it a little bit too close. That one there's touching the other one. And I like this one in the corner, a little tulip flower. Believe it or not, that was my very first one right there. Yeah, so some I like better than others, but as I go, I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna continue to do them. First of all, they're a lot of fun. I love the movement, but I'm gonna do some big ones. I'm gonna do some outside large mobiles that require, well, more than one person to pick them up and move them. I like this guy. He's pretty cool. I put a bunch of swivels on him. And when he catches the wind, I think he'll be really good in someone's house that has air movement, maybe a ceiling fan. You put him in the corner and he just turns really good. And of course, this is my train wreck of supplies that I've been pulling from. Those are legs for some planters that I'm building. There's 2 more of the tables that I'm going to build. I'm going to whip around here and show you. I mean, I've just got a mess in the shop, but it's how I work. That ADD thing, I keep multiple projects going at one time, and that's how I deal with it. So having a rolling machine out and rolling some tubing, I got to roll a couple more pieces. There's one of the bows that I've rolled, and I'll show you what for. But this piece of black walnut, it was out of a fork, or what some people call a crotch of the tree. I bought it off of a guy. He put a finish on it, and he didn't do a great job, and I think the lady didn't want it or whatever. But there's a hair in it. There's still a bunch of holes. I think this was spray on. You can see this, it's just rough. I mean, you can see, it'd be tough to clean it. So that's what I'm taking off right now, and I'm going to clean it down as best I can to the wood. I'm probably going to do some Lichtenberg burn in the wood itself, because I like that. And the people who like it buy it, and the ones that don't. So yeah, there's that project. I got stuff going on with that. I'll let you take a look at that shortly, but this is going to be a beautiful heron. This guy's going to be probably 4 to 5 foot tall. He already is, he has really good movement right now, but once I get the weight added to him, it softens that up. So again, once I put the weight to it, it'll soften that movement up really nice, and he's going to get some landscape, some grass, and some flowers and plants and stuff. That's why I do these big bases, first of all, so they don't fall over, and second of all, so that you can add to them. Again, my big scrap pile. But this guy here, I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing with it. You can come along. I promise you, you're going to be amazed or shocked, because it's going to be a 4 foot diameter. And I'm going to let you guys come along with me and find out what it's going to be. There's that mobile way over there. So, you know what? You're going to have to follow the channel. Let's find out what this is going to be. I love building stuff like this, by the way. You got to scratch your head and get it square, level, and plumb, or it'll look like someone made a mess. So we're knocking on 20 minutes, guys, on this video. Again, like, share, and comment. Give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, follow. Remember, always give thanks. Have a great day.